This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Going up top on first down. They're working that left side. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Connection to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quarterback moving. He fires it out to the right. Touchdown, Navy! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Now on first down from the 30. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the...
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Snagged in the middle, it's Morgan. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's on target and complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to get to it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And here comes the Navy offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. He's got it at the 30. There he goes down the right side. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You can hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third down, going up top. Got it set up on the outside. Fighting off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now second and 10. To the air, it's Horvath. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, midshipman. What a catch and run for 6.
Man, that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He throws one to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Give to the running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wants to throw. It's Orji. Coming after him. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Dances away. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Navy will go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for
all kinds of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Navy! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And the Navy offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Navy offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way.
Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to.
Oh, what a grab by the defense! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Off-play action on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting a field goal.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their...
Gonna let it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the comeback is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Now sliding to his left. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Now improvising. He'll let it go down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Bulldozes him. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Getting some heat. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. He looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Navy will go back on the attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now.
Makes the catch down the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And as a defense, that's what happens if you don't get pressure on the quarterback. It doesn't matter how good your secondary is. If the quarterback has all day to throw, somebody's eventually going to get open, and they're going to hit those big plays. So defensively now moving forward, you have got to do a better job getting home to the QB.
Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Michigan 28, Navy 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this.
Snags it on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs, they get outside the pocket. You got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Navy quick to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. Running through contact. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They keep attacking through the air. They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Quarterback extends the play. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Looking to pass. It's Orji. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This is a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll let one go down the right side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the...
And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the fourth quarter and you still got the lead, you might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's looking on the right side. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go four verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Quarterback adapted. Firing to the right, complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He turns it loose to the left. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Navy, number 82.
Getting set for the point after.
In the end zone. The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
The play action fake. Looking to scramble. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. The rankings, the odds makers, everything.